Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Tata Sangalikasa. So Muladika. You go to Muladika. Tata Sangalikasa Sangalikasa Viya Sambado Bueni Dikadawa. So Sambado Bueni. Bueni, the process here. Sankalika, like a chain. The process of the process of the rupa is like a chain. So the initiator, there are three sub-moments. Each every sub-moment, Kamaja Rupa arises there. So those Kamaja Rupa, the Kamaja Rupa arises each every moment of the moment, what we call change, what we call the process. Their Kamaja Rupa is like a change. Oenidikadwa Atha Chatalisa Kamaja Kamajia Vajana Atha Chatalisa 48. 48 because we say 60 jada there. 60 jada like a change. So if we take the arising moment of the another jada, so there will be no more change there. No more change. So change here referring to the Kamaja Rupa arises as a moment, there is a moment. So with another there is a moment is no more the change. That's why we have Ataja Tadisa Kamaja. We have the words 48 Kamaja, the process there. 48. Anyata, if we take another meaning, no, is the meaning of change. Ikuna Panyasa Kamachia Vajana Kadabasiya, it can be 49. So here the Bueni, Kamaja Rupa Bueni, the process of Kamaja Rupa. If we take Kamaja Rupa like a process, as a process, like a chain, then we have 48 instead of 49. If we do not take like a chain, so if we take the Kamaja Rupa, that arises another sub-moment, it will be 49 process of Kamaja Rupa. So the Kamaja Rupa arises in the sub-moment. The sub-moment are called change. So we had to take all. If we take all, it becomes process. If we do not take all, it cannot be process, not like a chain. So here, Anyata Atikashamane. So the translator add two words, Atikashamane. If we take another meaning, if we take not as process, so the lifespan of Kamaja Rupa here maybe 49 instead of 48. For example, one Bodhisattva Jada, 60 Vibhaṅga Jadas arises there. So we do not take the Kamacha Rupa at 1 Pritaka. So we take from the first Vibhaṅga-aṭṭhakathā up to 60 Vibhaṅga-aṭṭhakathā. That is change. That is change. We do not take the Kamacha Rupa arise at the arising moment of Pritaka. So we take only all Kamacha Rupa that arise in 3 sub-moments. In 3 sub-moments. We do not take only one, the Kamacha Rupa arising only in 1 sub-moment. So we take a all sub-moment. If we take a all sub-moment, we have only 46. If we take not a all sub-moment, if we take another sub-moment, it will be 49. So matter in mind is different. The process of the mind has the anandra condition, anandra. So one after another they are supporting each other. The former support the subsequent. The preceding support the subsequent one. So subsequent one arises there. So the Rupa is not like a Jada. So they have no anandra sati or anandra condition or anandra conditional force. So the way we say Bhavini, the process of Kamacha Rupa, we should take all the Kamacha Rupa arising in all moment of each other. So we will not take the Kamacha Rupa arises in 1 moment of the Jadas. If we take so, now the process of Kamacha Rupa can be said to be 49 instead of 48. So you just say here, Bhavini, like a chain. With chain, you see, chain, link or connect each other like this. So where Kamacha Rupa arises another Jada, the arises a moment. So no more chain there, no more chain. Kamacha Rupa arises, all the sub-moments are like a chain. They are Kamacha Bhavini or Rupa Bhavini, the process of the Rupa. That is the meaning here. So we go to Aṭṭhakathā, go back to Aṭṭhakathā.
Hi, Sayadaw.
So
I have a question about the word Tattalis. Kamachiya Vachanang. What is Kamachiya Vachanang, Sayadaw?
Say the process related to Kamacha Rupa. Kamachiya Vajana. Kamacha, how to say? Kamachiya here related to Kamacha Rupa. Vajana, the words or the speaking. The speaking related to Kamacha Rupa. Kamachiya Vajana. Vajana here speaking. Speaking related to Kamacha Rupa. That is the meaning.
I see. So does that mean that we don't have a definite answer, right? So it depends on how we look at it, right? Because there are 2 possibilities here. So it can either be 48 or 49. It depends on how we look at it.
If we take as process, we have 48. If we do not take as process, we have 49. One more sub-movement is another Jadas. With these 60 Jadas, all sub-movements, Kamacha Rupas are running as process. But if we do not take all the sub-movement, if we take another 1 sub-movement there, so it's no more process or Kamacha Rupa. The Jada have process, one after another. But the mind, the matter has not process like that. So the matter arises in 1 Jada, the is one process of the matter. So the matter arises at one moment of the jeta are not called as process, but because it is single, it is single, not a process. So at least there must be two to be said a process. So there must be three here, three groups of Kamaja Rupa is called process. So not only one group of Kamaja Rupa to be called process, but we need. So we say the 60 times of Jada, the Kamaja Rupa arising in all 60 times of Jada. Yeah, it's called Bhavini. So we have 48. If we do not take like that, Anyata here, if we take another meaning, not in the meaning of process, then the lifespan will be 49. You got it?
It's very strange. So Sayadaw said that we have to consider the Kamaja Rupa. So let's see. So we have one Kamaja Rupa arising at the arising sub-moment of a citta. Another one is at the existing sub-moment. Another one is at the ceasing sub-moment. And we have to consider all three of them at the same time.
As a chain, Bhavini process.
Okay.
Those three Kamsa Kamaja Rupa arises at the three sub-moments are called process there, Bhavini.
-2.
A Kamaja Rupa arises in one sub-moment. It is not to be called process.
Yes. So if we look at it that way, then there may be a reason why it is 48. Okay, I'll think a little bit more and maybe. Okay, thank you.
So we go to another topic. Nanopada Ekaniroda. So here, these 4 topics actually, in fact, they are not there. But for the to be comprehended by what Nyata Prinya, to be comprehended through Nyata Prinya. So they are mentioned here. Nanopada Ekaniroda also effect, there is no. So let's see. Nanopada Ekaniroda. Here we are talking about the matter. The matter arising together is together. But here the matter that does not arise together with the mind, but cease together with the mind. So we see here Pachima Kamajena Dipitapan to be illustrated with the last Kamaja Rupa here. Yeah. Pachima Kamaja Kamajena Dipitapan to be shown, Dipitapa to be shown, or to be illustrated, to be described, you can say, to be described by means of the last Kamaja Rupa. Tata Ayusakara Priyosane. Ayusakara. So we have the translation here. Ayusankara 117. Ayusankara, lifespan formation. Ayusankara. Ayusankara. At the end of the lifespan formation, Sola sana jitana warisadi. Hita sola saga upri sola sagadi dui ekato yoji tapani. So here, take a unit of 60 consciousness. 2 units should be linked together as anterior sister decade and the subsequent sister decade. So you divide into 2 parts. One part 60 times of the jada, another part 60 times of the jada. So the 60. Hita sola saka samay Patama jada sa upadakane samotita samadesa kamacha rupa. Ubri sola saka samay Patama jada sa upadakane yawa nirojadi. Here are the 60. Hita solagas may Patama Jidasa Upadekane. So you did the 2 parts here, 60. The preceding part, the 60, the Kamacharupa, that arises at the arising moment of the 4th Jida. Upri solasa samay Patama Jidasa Upadekane. So where see at the arising moment of the 1st jada or the preceding jada. That is the sabatiya. If we count for the first, now the first the part we have 16. So the first, if we the first for the subsequent part, the later part. So the first jada can be 71. So here let's see. The Kamacharupa arising at the arising moment of the 4th jada of the preceding part was see, yeah. At the present moment, at the arising moment of the 1st jada of the preceding of the subsequent part. So how many jada you can say? Say 70 jada. 70 jada. In this case, you see, study from the arising moment of the 4th jada ceases at the arising moment of the subtier jadas. So altogether, the last pair of Kamacharupa here can be only 49. See, only 49. So titikane. So Kamacharupa arising at the present moment was see at the present moment of the subtier jadas. Then samotita titikane. Bhagakane samotita tasa bhagakane yewa nirojadi. The Kamacharupa arisen at the dissolution moment of the 4th jada was see at dissolution moment of the subtier jadas. So if we call the last pair of Kamacharupa, according to this, we have only 49 sub-moments. The last pair of the Kamacharupas is 49 sub-moments. See? How many sub-moments you get? Only 49.
Yes, 49. Sayadaw.
Okay, let's see. Let's the 49 we have. That which is arisen at the moment of process is precisely or exactly at the moment of a process. Then, but the 34 karma born materiality which is arisen at the moment of arising in the psychic consciousness, etc., at the 60 consciousness is precisely at the moment arising of their consciousness. That which is arisen at the moment of present sees precisely at the moment of present of the dead consciousness. then that which is arisen at the moment of dissolution ceases precisely at the moment of dissolution of the dead consciousness. So here, arises at the arising moment, ceases must see on also at the arising moment. The Rupa arisen at the present moment also must be seen at the present moment of another Jada. So if Kamacha Rupa arises at the dissolution moment of the Jada, that will see at the dissolution moment of the another Jada. But if we call it this way, we cannot get 51 moment or 70 moment of the Jadas, the last way of the Rupa here. Tato Pataya Kamaja Rupa Bhuini Napwadadi. So we need to discuss about this. We need to discuss the Juti Jada here. Hitima Solasaka Samay Pana Tutiasa Jadasa, or you go. Then here. So we have learned before the last Kamaja Rupa. So the last Kamaja Rupa arises at the arising moment of the Jadas, will see at the solution moment of Juti Jada. Arising at arising moment must see at the solution moment. Is it? But here it's not like that. Here. Kamacha Rupa arises at arising moment, must see at arising moment. There which is arising at present moment, must see at present moment. There which is arising at dissolution moment, must see at dissolution moment. Here. Tasa titikane samoti da juti jedasa titikane yawa. Bhagakane samoti da juti jesa bhagakane yawa. Tato bharya kamaja rupa bhuni napwadadi. So this explanation make us confused again, you know. Before you are clear. So Sabati Jada, you know, arising among the Sabati, arising at the first, arising with the first one, ceasing with the last one. Kamaja Rupa arises at the arising moment. It ceases together with Juti Jada at dissolution moment. But here, Nanopada Ekani Roda. Nanopada Ekani Roda. Arise at arising moment. Cease also at arising moment. If we take this meaning, the last pair of Kamaja Rupa is only 49 instead of 51. But if we take the Kamaja Rupa arises at the arising moment of the Jada, cease at the dissolution moment of another Jada, then we will get the correct number of the last pair of the Rupa, 51. Now we have only 49 instead of 51. See? So how will you do here? Nanopada Ekani Roda. Nana Upada Ekani Roda. Ekani Roda here. The Jada, the matter must sit together, even though they arise a depressive moment. Nanopada eka nirodha. How do you understand this paragraph? So here, Chudiceta, the matter, the Kamacharupa, that arises at the dissolution movement of one Cheta, it ceases at the dissolution movement of that consciousness. Arising at the dissolution moment must see at the dissolution moment. According to this paragraph. So the last band will not be complete. We will not get 51 movement for the last band of the Rupa.
Yeah, so so I think he just explaining based on what he said earlier in the previous parts, in the Ekupadanana Nirodha. So now he's using that information over there to analyzing, and then I think he making some conclusion here, right? So that's what he said. The tato patthaya kamacha rupa paweni na pavattati. Right? So yeah, so that's what he says. So and then I think in the following paragraph, he's going to explain more what's going to happen.
If we take paweni, yes, paweni, correct. If we take paweni, but if we call thoroughly, we do not get 51.
Yes, currently it's just 49, and because of 49, then what it means is that for the rupa that arises at the ceasing, okay, no, let's see. So for the last kamacha rupa, it looks to me that what he's saying is that based on the information of the previous section, then the last kamacha rupa is going to arise at the ceasing sub-moment of the citta, not at the arising sub-moment of that citta, because it has to be ceased at the ceasing sub-moment of the juti citta. But because the lifespan is only 49, so it has to be arise at the ceasing sub-moment of the citta, I mean counting backward 16 time or something. So that's why he concludes that the tato patthaya kamacha rupa paweni na pavattati. Right, and then he continued to go on yadi pavatteya satta akkhaya awaya araja amarana mabaweyung.
That is if the kamacha rupa paweni does not stop there, so no one will die. What to say?
Yes.
If it were to proceed, or if kamacha rupa does not stop, or if it proceeds, then no beast will be destroyed. No bee will pass away. No bee will grow old. No bee will die. Because the process of kamacha rupa will arise again with a stop there. But in a life, kamacha rupa stop there. So the way the life change, one beings take another Bhisanticeta. Kamacha rupa will start there again. The new life. New kamacha rupa will start there again. But in this very life, at the end of the life, no more kamacha rupa there. So the kamacha rupa in this very life has no connection with the kamacha rupa in the new life.
Yes. So also here it says the Bhangakhane samuktitang chuti citta sabhangakhane yewa nirujati, right? So that is the last kamacha rupa. Right? He's talking about the last kamacha rupa. But then in yesterday, I think we had this discussion yesterday, and then it looks like yesterday we said that the lifespan of the last Kamacharupa is 51 instead of 49. But now, according to this sentence over here, that is still 49. It's not 51.
Yes. So this is the problem we face. Okay, let's go to Mulatika. What Mulatika say? Let's see. Mulatika. Yeah. Nanopada. 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 Piala. Pachima kamachina dibeta paditina subti panata woda. Subti panata in order to make it easily. So dipanada to show it easily or to make it easily to understand it easily here. To understand, to illustrate easily. He used the word the last Kamacharupa as Nanupada Ekanidoda. The last Kamacharupa, according to him, according to the Aṭṭhakathā, the last Kamacharupa actually, so Nanupada arises as at different moment, sub-moment. Ekaniroda ceases at the same moment. So if the Kamacharupa arises at arising moment, so it ceases at the solution moment. That is Nanupada Ekaniroda. Nanupada Ekaniroda. But if we say Kamacharupa arises at the arising moment, ceases at the arising moment. So we do not say that Nanopada Ekaniroda. That is Ekopada Ekaniroda. Nanopada, it must arise at the arising moment. It must see at the solution moment. Then we can say Ekopada Nanopada Ekaniroda. Ekaniroda. So etena hi neyena is this way. Why here? Why the commentator? Why the commentator illustrate the last Kamacharupa here? Etena neyena is this way. Is the way the commentator illustrate the last Kamacharupa. Tatopo baby. Or the Kamacharupa arisen before that last Kamacharupa. Here two Kamacharupa. Etena nayena tatopo baby. So the last Kamacharupa is the Kamacharupa arisen before that last Kamacharupa. Ekasa Chetasa Bhaṅga-khane Upana Rupa. The matter arising at the dissolution moment of one Cheta. Anya Sapi Bhaṅga-khane Ewa Nirojadi. That means any Kamacharupa, he say here, Etena Niyena Tatopo baby. Any Kamacharupa, whether the last Kamacharupa or the Kamacharupa arises before it. So arises at the dissolution moment, must see also at the dissolution moment of another Chetas. Thus, Tan Arupena, the former, the Tan Arupena, the Kamaja Rupa arisen before the last Kamaja Rupa, Arupena with the Cheta, Arupa Tena, Arupa the Cheta, Tena with the Kamaja Rupa arises before the last Kamaja Rupa. Nano bara Ekani Roda di Winyatong Saka, it is possible or it is easy or it can understand. It can be understood. Winyatong Saka, it can be understood to be said Nano pada Ekani Roda. Nano pada Ekani Roda. The Kamaja Rupa is the mind. Nanopada. They arise different mind, but they see a one mind. Arising, you see, arising a different mind, it sees a one mind. Because you know, the mind, for example, the last mind here, Anyasa. Anyasa Vibhaṅga-aṭṭhakathā. Anyasa, that is one mind. But Kamaja Rupa does not arise through this mind. Kamaja Rupa arise through the mind, count backward, the 60, 70 moment, 70 jadas. Kamaja Rupa arises there. See, arising time is seizure time are different. So Kamaja Rupa arises in another jadas. Ceases in this jadas. But this jada arises in this jada. No, ceases here. So arising moment is different, but ceases moment at the same time. This is Nanupada Ekaniroda. This is clear, you know. All Kamaja Rupa, because the lifespan equal to 70 moment. The lifespan of Nama is only one moment. So arising, the Kamaja Rupa are arisen before this jada, but sees it together with this jada. That's why Nanupada arises a different moment. Eka Niroda sees it at the same moment. So it's easy to understand. You got it?
So here, Sayadaw, they still talking about he also talking about the rupa that arise at the ceasing sub-moment of the citta.
Oh, one citta.
So here that's what he says the ekassa cittassa bhangakkhane upanna rupang. Right? So
yes.
the rupa that arises at the ceasing sub-moment of one citta. Right? And that one is going to Anyasapi Bhangakkhane Evani Rupjati. So it ceases at the ceasing sub-moment of another citta. So still the lifespan is still 49, Sayadaw.
Oh yeah, this one 49.
Yes.
This one 49.
And then is that because of that, then tang arupena na nupadang ekanirodang wenyatumhi. Okay, sakka wenyatumhi. So it is able to understand that rupa has ceases together with the citta, but they don't arise together. And the same thing for the arupanjatena. So same thing. That citta does not arise together, but cease together with that rupa.
Yes.
So that's what he said. Yes.
The last span stay 49.
Yes. That's still 49.
But the meaning of the Nanupada Ekaniroda is here. The meaning is correct.
Yes.
Because they arise, you see, the jada, the last jada is the former jada, very different. The Kamaja Rupa arisen at the former Chetas, ceased together with another Chetas. So the Cheta, the cessation of the Cheta, the cessation of Kamaja-rupas are at the same time.
Yes.
But the arising movement of those are different.
Yes.
That is Nanapada Ekaniroda. But the lifespan, according to this, the lifespan is still 49 instead of 51.
Yes, Sayadaw.
So Ubhyatha be here. Ubhyatha referred to two kinds of Kamaja Rupa. The Kamaja Rupa arisen at the last moment. At the Kamaja Rupa arisen before the last Kamaja Rupa. That means all kinds of Kamaja Rupa. Because we separate Kamaja Rupa here into two. The last Kamaja Rupa and the other Kamaja Rupa. The former Kamaja Rupa. So the last Kamaja Rupa, the former Kamaja Rupa. Ubhyatha pi Anyasa Cetasa Chitekne Upana. Anyasa Cetasa Chitekne Upana. All the Kamaja Rupa. So arises, all Kamaja Rupa arise in the present moment of other Chetas. All Kamaja Rupa here, both Kamaja Rupa arise at the present moment of the other Chetas. Anyasa Chitakane Nirochanaka, we have to add one word there. Nirochanaka, to be seed. Anyasa Chitakane Nirochanaka Rupa. So here Upana Rupa, Nirochanaka Rupa. So the Kamaja Rupa arise at the present moment of other Chetas, at the Kamaja Rupa arise at the subsequent, at the present moment of subsequent Cheta, not arise. See, the Kamaja Rupa see at the present moment of the subsequent Chetas. The arising moment of one Cheta, here arising moment of one, the arising moment of one Cheta is such the ceasing moment of another Chetas. That is the meaning. Tasa titikane upachatwa titikane wa nirochanaka arupa janakita. So the matter is the matter, not the matter, arupa, the nama or the Chetas. Tasa titikane, tasa the Kamaja Rupa, titikane, the present moment of the Kamaja Rupa, the present moment of the Kamaja Rupa. Upachatwa, the Cheta arises at present moment of Kamaja Rupa and sees it at present moment of Kamaja Rupa. Not Sankhita, not to be taken here. Not to be taken. Three kinds, you know. The Kamaja Rupa, Anyasa, Cetasa, Titakane, Upana Rupa. The Kamaja Rupa, they arise in other, they arise at the present moment of other Chetas. Anyasa Titikane Nirochanaka Rupa. The Kamaja Rupa that see at the present moment of another Chetas. And the Cheta that arise is see at the present moment of Kamaja Rupa. These Nama e Rupas are not to be taken. Not Sankhita. So the Nanupada to Nananiroda to the Itewa Sankha Gajari. So these three kinds of matter will be included in the word Nanupada Nananiroda. Nanupada to Nananiroda to the Itewa Sangha Gachadi, they will be included in Nanupada Nananiroda. So here, Nanupada Ekaniroda, the matter here, Anyasa Chetasa Tatikane Upanarupa, the matter that arise at the present moment of another Chetas. The Anyasa Titikane Nirojanagarupa, the matter that see at the present moment of another Chetas are not to be taken in the other the Nanopada Ekaniroda. Then the Cheta Arupa, the Nama that arises is seized at the present moment of the Rupa. Because the present moment of the Rupa lasts for 49 sub-moment, we say. 49 sub-moment. So the Cheta arises is seized at the present moment of the Rupa. This Cheta also are not to be taken Ada Nanopada Ekaniroda. So those matter that Cheta will be considered under the context of Nanopada Nananiroda. You clear with the translation?
Yes, Sayadaw.
Jatu Sadatika Rupena, Jatu Sadati Rupa, the matter condition by four, or the arising by four condition, or produced by four condition. Nanopada Nananiroda di Dipana, Itad. So Nanopada Nananiroda di Dipana, Naraniroto Dipana. Sorry. Nanopada Nananiroda da Dipana. Jatu Sadika Rupena. Ita Titikane Upanasa Dasitata, Dasitasa Wasena Neadasna Hodi. The four kinds of matter produced by four condition are not explained under the Nanopada Ekaniroda. Nanopada Nananiroda. Adasitasa Wasena Neadasna Hodi, they will be included in the other method Nanopada Nananiroda, which is not being described, which is not be the explained. Adasitasa Wasena. So the four all kinds of matter produced by four conditions will be taken under Nanopada Nananiroda. There's something Kamaja Rupesu. Ewa here, only a 30 kinds of Kamaja Rupa. Tita Sapi Gabe. Kadasa Marana Ati. So the person the being who was born in the mother womb can die with these 30 Kamajarupa. Very short life. Now 30 Kamajarupa at the very beginning of our life for mother womb beings like us. So those beings can die at that moment. Can die with 30 Kamajarupa, not 70 Kamajarupa. It does not, you see, does not refer to Opapatika, only Gabaseka. The Opapatika cannot die at that moment. Only Gabaseka can die at that moment. That's why here, when we are talking about the situation of the Rupa, we talk about only 30 kamacha rupa of the mother one born beings. That is the meaning. This Ewa Wasena Pachimakampi Yojita. The last kamacha rupa here should be considered of the wombu beings, the last kamacha rupa, not all the Upapadika spontaneous born beings. So for those beings do not die at the Bodhisattva moment. But these beings, you see, can die after Bodhisattva Jeta, can die. Bodhisattva Jeta is Vibhaṅga Jeta. Before Manodwara arises there. So the being can die in mother womb. But I don't see any reference in the Pali. But the Aṭṭhakathā here, according to Aṭṭhakathā opinion, the Mulatika explain Aṭṭhakathā opinion here. So why Aṭṭhakathā mention only the Kamacha Rupa? Here he used Pachima Kamacha Rupa. The last Kamacha Rupa also should be considered. Only the Kamacha Rupa arises in mother womb, not the arises in the spontaneous form beings.
Yes, that's very good, Sayadaw. Yeah, this is a very good observation.
How can know this?
Yeah,
only the Buddha good. Can know this. But the one who attained Abhidhamma also can know this.
No, it's just I mean based on what the commentators said, and the sub-commentator explained that because in the commentator he only said the Pachima Kamacha, right? But then if we think that a being that can live on for a little while, then it's not just Pachima Kamacha. There are some other Kamacha Rupa can have the same characteristic. But here, because he only mentioned the Pachima Kamacha, so here that's the reason why the sub-commentator said that for this case, it refers to that being.
Yes. So Pachima Kamacha Rupa here refers to only Kavaseka beings. So according to this, according to remark, according to explanation, we can say the beings could die before Manodwara, because Bodhisattva Jeta, at the moment of Bodhisattva Jeta, only 30 Kamacha Rupa arises there. The 30 Kamacha Rupa arises only at the arising moment of Bodhisattva. So before Manodwara, at 60 Vibhaṅga Jeta, the Kamacha Rupa must see there. So if we take the Kamacha Rupa, they arise, the 30 Kamacha Rupa, they arise at the arising moment of Bodhisattva Jeta. If we take here, so the beings can die before Manodwara, we call Nikantika Manodwara Viti. Very strange.
So is it the reason? Is this the reason why when we learn the Viti in the what is that Viti Piṭaka part? Then it says that after the Juti Jeta, then we have the Patisandhi Jeta, and after that we have 15 or 16 Vibhaṅga.
16 Vibhaṅga Jetas.
So it says 15 or 16, right, Sayadaw?
16
exactly, or 16 or 15,
yes, no. Bodhisattva Jeta 1, the Vibhaṅga Jeta 16. 60 times of Vibhaṅga Jeta arises there. There, Manodwara Vajana. There, Nikadika Loba Javana. So the Loba Sagara Javana, Agusala Javana arises there. In all beings. If the beast does not die before Manodwara, So according to the nature of the Jeta, Nodwara after 60 times of Bhanga Jeta, Nodwara must arise there. Then Akusla, Loba Sagada Akusla Jeta must arise there.
Yes, but when I mean, my question is, because I remember I read somewhere, it said that it can be either 15 or 16.
Where did you see that?
I think maybe in the translation of the comprehensive manual of Abhidhamma, I think, right?
So, if we take 15, we cannot say this Kamacharupa sees it there, or the being is dying there. If Nondwara arises there, so as witty, as nature, the nature of the Jeta, if Manodwara Vajana arises there, so Chawana must arise. So no one can die at that moment.
Yes.
So it's better to take 16 Bhavanga, 60 times of Bhavanga arise there after Brisandi Jeta, then Manodwara Vajana.
Yes.
Because if Manodwara Vajana arises there must be Chawana as the according to the nature of the Nama. But before Manodwara, so the beings can die according to this. Because he says, Samadesa Kamacha Rupa, 30 Kamacha Rupa. But where the 16 Bhavanga Jeta arises there, Kamacha Rupas are more than 30. Because Kamacha Rupa arises at each every moment of the Jetas. There will be many Kamacha Rupa already. See? So according to this sentence, one can die with 30 Kamacha Rupa. So how about Chuti Jeta there? So what is Chuti Jeta? If so, what is Chuti Jeta?
So then Chuti Jeta is going to be the 16th Bhavanga Jeta. So that one is the Chuti Jeta.
The 16th Bhavanga itself will be Chuti Jeta.
Yes.
But this is also against the Abhidhamma, Before Chuti Jeta, there must be Maranasana, Jawana. Exactly, there must be Maranachana Jawana. So here there is no Maranasana Jawana. How can Chuti Jeta arise there?
So where does it say that? Where does it say that before the Chuti Jeta there must be the Maranasana Viti?
Oh, there are many places. Chuti before Chuti, Maranasana Viti must arise because Maranasana Viti will take any one of the object. That is the nature. Before Chuti, some kind of Jeta, some kind of Jawana there must take any one of the three objects. Kama Nimida, Gati Nimida, any one of the three objects. If the last Jawana does not take any one of those objects, then after Chuti, there will be no Bodhisattva. Because Bodhisattva must take any one of those objects there, there has been grasped by the last Jawana.
Yes.
So this sentence is, according to me, this sentence is not possible. Not possible, one can die with 30 Kamacha Rupa. How can it possible? With 30 Kamacha Rupa sees it one time. That is impossible. But you say here, Samadesa Kamacha Rupesu Ewa Titasa Pikape Katasa Marana Ati. So the one born beings can die with 30 Kamacha Rupa in mother womb.
Yes.
How can it be? So I do not agree with this.
I think maybe, as I said earlier, maybe because this is how he trying to explain why the commentator mentioned only the Pachimakamacha.
Yes,
right?
if he says so, it doesn't matter. But here he said, Kadai. That's a Marana Ati. Ati here, the translator, Burmese translator, see, can have, he used, not has Ati, have. He doesn't use have. Can have, he said. He also doesn't translate exactly dying, exactly dying. He uses can, the word can, possible, possibility. He used the word possibility there. It is possible for one person to die, you see, with 30 kamacha rupa. That's not sure. But according to the nature of nama rupa, you know, Parisandiceta must take the object that arises before it. Parisandiceta must take. But if one die with 60 Vibhaṅga-aṭṭhakathā, so what kind of object Parisandhi can take? The Parisandhi is the new life. What kind of object it has to take? This is the problem. So
yeah.
I don't like actually this sentence. He just mentioned, he just what to say here, the Pachima Kamacha, the Nanopada Eka Niroda, he just wants to explain there. But to explain there, it is acceptable. But to say what can die with Vibhaṅga-aṭṭhakathā, it is not impossible. But he refer here to 30 Kamacha Rupa. What can die with 30 Kamacha Rupa? See, if one die with 30 Kamacha Rupa, so one must die at the dissolution moment of the 60 Vibhaṅga-aṭṭhakathā. How do you think? So, okay, you think about this. Tomorrow we discuss about this. If you get any information, we discuss this about this again. But if you have no information, we just keep it.
Yeah, Sayadaw.
Okay, that's all for today. Thanks for listening. Let's conclude our class. Buddha Sasana Jira Detadu. Buddha Sasana Jira Detadu. Buddha Sasana Jira Detadu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sayadaw. See you tomorrow, Sayadaw.
See you tomorrow.